Okay. When we talk about this speech, that is the Duke's speech, he says, "Go one and call the Jew into the court." Now we all know that it was the courtroom. It was the courtroom. So what does the Duke order is that one of you go and call the Jew into the court. We already know that these people were already present in the court. Okay. Are you understanding? And then who was not present was Shylock. So the Duke orders. What has the Duke done is he orders that bring that person into the courtroom. That is, bring Shylock into the courtroom. That's what he says. Duke says, "Go one and call the Jew into the court." Cesario says he's ready at the door. That means he's ready at the door means he is already present at the door. "He comes, my lord." That means here he is coming, my lord. Enter Shylock. Now understand this: when the Duke will be talking to Shylock, he will be talking to him in a very placid manner. Why placid manner is just because he was actually wanting Shylock to agree to the terms which were laid down by the Duke. Are you understanding? That means whenever if you yourself as a human being want that someone must follow things what you are going to say, then definitely you have to talk to him in a placid manner. Placid in the sense, in a very normal and a loving and a caring manner. So the same thing will be done by Shylock also, the Duke also over here. He will also talk to him in the same manner, just to make sure that the Duke is able to make Shylock understand whatever he was saying and agree to whatever he was saying. Therefore the Duke says, "Make room and let him stand before our face." Now he just says, "Make room and let him stand before our face." That means he is saying that prepare some space. That means make room means give him some space. Let him stand before our face. Let this person stand in front of our face. Shylock. Now he is saying this to Shylock, saying, "Shylock, the world thinks, and I think so too, that you but leadest this fashion of thy malice to the last hour of act." Now what does he say is, he says that, "Shylock, I know this very well, that you are now going to act as the leader in your fashion of malice." In your fashion of malice means in your fashion of hatred. He is saying over here that the whole world thinks about Shylock. Now what does the whole world think about Shylock is? If we talk about Shylock, what does the whole world think about Shylock? The whole world thinks about Shylock that he was a very cruelsome person, right? Everyone thinks about Shylock that he was a very cruelsome person. That is what the whole world thinks about him, that he was a very cruel person, right? Now he is saying over here, Duke says that we all know that you are a very cruel person and the whole world also knows the same thing about you. But he says that, and he also adds saying, "I think so too." That means even I. Who is I over here? The Duke. The Duke is I over here. So he says, even I think the same about you. But he says that thou but leadest this fashion of thy malice to the last hour of act. That he is saying that I also know this, that you are going to be the leader in this fashion of malice. Here malice refers to hatred. He is saying over here that in this act of hatred, I am knowing this very well, that till the last hour of act you are going to present yourself that you are a very, very cruelsome person. But then it is thought, "Thou shalt show your mercy and remorse more strange than is your strange apparent cruelty." Now what he says is, but then it is also believed that when the last hour of act, what is the last hour of act? The last hour of act talked over here is you can say the pound of flesh being taken out from Antonio's body. Okay, so when this pound of flesh would be taken out from Antonio's body, till that point of time it is believed that Shylock is going to act very cruel. And then he also says that you will show your mercy, and then it is thought that you will show your mercy, and then it is thought that during the time, the very moment this pound of flesh is about to be taken out, what will you show? What will Shylock show? Shylock will show his mercy. Okay, that means then during that particular period of time, Shylock will act very merciful further, and remorse more strange than is your strange apparent cruelty. That means, and then a stranger act, or you can say a stranger behavior of yours will be reflected by showing pity on Antonio. Moreover, how will he show the pity? It is written over here. And where thou now exactest the penalty, where you are all the time wanting the penalty in the terms of pound of flesh, you will not only lose the forfeiture. That means, what will you say? Because you will be so much touched with human gentleness that what will you say is that I do not want this pound of flesh. Plus, along with that, you will also say, but touched with human gentleness and love. But you will be so very much touched with human gentleness and love that you will forgive a moiety of the principal. That means you will also forgive a moiety, means a part of the principal amount of money. Okay. So he is saying that you will also forgive a part of the principal amount of money. That is, what was the principal amount of money? That was how much? 3,000 ducats. Yes, so he will actually forgive a moiety of the principal amount of money. Moreover, why will he do so? Why will he say that I do not want this full 3,000 ducats? Is because he will be touched with human gentleness and love. Further, when he will look at the pity, look at the losses, he says, glancing an eye of pity on his losses. When he will look at the losses that were suffered by Antonio, which losses? The losses of the loss of his ships and all. So when he will look at the losses that were suffered by Antonio, that have of late so huddled on his back, here refers to that are just like a burden on his back, enough to press a royal merchant, which are more than enough to press a royal merchant down, which are more than enough to, you can say, let down a royal merchant like Antonio. He will pluck commiseration of his estate. That means he will draw pity of his estate, means of his position. That means when he will look at this condition of Antonio, he will draw pity for him, and that pity, where will he get that sense of pity in his heart? Is from the brassy bosoms and rough hearts of flints, from stubborn Turks and Tatars. Now, stubborn Turks and Tatars was actually an Asiatic race, and they were believed to be people who were very, very stubborn and rigid. Okay, and he says that you will get that sense of pity from the hearts of those stubborn Turks and Tatars, and you will show your sense of pity towards Antonio. To offices of tender courtesy, never trained to offices of tender courtesy, we all expect a gentle answer due. That means now he says that you will also reflect that pity nature in front of everyone towards Antonio, and you will get that sense of pity from those people who have never been trained to offices of tender courtesy. That means who are never ever courteous towards anyone, but you will get sense of pity from their heart also. And then he says, we all expect a gentle answer due. That means we are all expecting for a good answer and a gentle man kind of answer from you due. Is this clear?